Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a rehousing video. I'm going to be rehousing two spiders. One that is a tarantula and the other one which is a true spider. Unfortunately, the true spider is inside of this McDonald's cup here. My coworker found it at work and I basically was removing it so that it didn't get killed unnecessarily, because people have a tendency of doing that. They just unnecessarily kill. This container already has webbing in it because it used to have a black widow in it. Unfortunately, I let it go. But basically, I just hot glued a toilet paper roll inside there with some sticks, and it's just simple. It's really simple. Unfortunately, my coworker was texting me, and I was like, do you have something to put it in? And he's like, oh, I got a cup. Of course, it's a McDonald's cup that isn't see-through, which makes this a little bit dangerous to deal with, because the spider could come out at almost any given point, and it's a little bit risque. And I don't even know where the spider is. Ah, it's right there. Of course. And it had an egg sac, which, as you can see, it's going to protect right here. It doesn't want to leave its webbing, which, its webbing is very, very strong. I want to try and separate the lid from the cup and let the spider come out, which it was already kind of doing. Here, let me just go ahead and gently get the egg sac. Try to gently get the egg sac and already go ahead and put it in there. Ooh, that kind of just like rolled in there. Now, the scary part is getting the spider out.
Focus camera.
Doesn't want to focus.
There we go.
Now, it's going to be very reluctant to leave its home. Hopefully it'll just go right into... No. Of course. Very reluctant to leave their homes. Alright, Black Widow.
Stop running in.
I know you're highly venomous and you don't want to leave, but I need you to get out. Thank you. Alright, it shouldn't be able to climb.
Of course, it runs over to the corner.
Of course, I say that. It shouldn't be able to climb, but now it's starting to climb. Okay, come on. Don't actually climb.
Because that'd be bad.
Okay. The main thing I want to do is try and get it into this McDonald's cup safely. Oh.
Clear McDonald's cup.
And boom!
One easy rehousing.
Now, I don't know if we can get a close look at it. Its abdomen actually has some very beautiful patterns on it.
Focus. There.
There it goes. Pretty nice. Very nice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put this in my room and get the other spider that we're going to be rehousing, which is actually going to be a tarantula.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this mama spider will find her egg sac, and hopefully it's a viable egg sac.
Yeah. So over here, we have some adhesive. This is supposed to not let the spiders climb. It's done really good on this side, but you really want to get it in the corners, which over here it's not as well done, which is bad, because then the spiders can climb. This stuff is very slippery. I'm telling them what it is.
This spider was my first ever spider, my first ever tarantula, and it's been in this container for about 5 years. I gotta get the other enclosure too. I'm just taking a minute to breathe. Alright, let's get the other enclosure.
Which we set up in a video, but didn't actually put the spider in.
One of these leaves is kind of dying out on here. It's turning yellow. I don't know what's going on. Pothos normally does really, really well. The only thing I don't like about this enclosure is the mesh. The mesh lid. They can get their legs caught in it and lose a leg.
Believe it or not, they could get their legs caught in those tiny little squares.
Well, they have tiny little claws at the end of their toes that let them climb mostly smooth surfaces. This is a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
Because this enclosure is huge, but I want it to be. Now, the problem is how I'm going to get this spider out. This webbing is insane. Look at how thick it is. This spider has been in here for 5 years, and this is the absolute most insane webbing I've ever seen. I don't know. Hopefully the spider doesn't just come running out. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. I just want to get this fake plant out, and it's like, ooh, not wanting to. Even just trying to rip this webbing here, it's so thick. Oh my god. It is like the thickest material ever.
Yeah, it's stronger than steel.
I'm so sorry I have to destroy your webbing, but it's only temporary.
But when
Morgana.
it's thin, it's fragile, but it's stronger than steel. And only spiders can make it.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Morgana, for destroying your home. She's down this tube right here. I don't even know if I can get this out. What's
that
up?
one.
Yeah. Did I super glue this torque tube in? I might have accidentally done that. If so, that was a mistake. That was a mistake on my part. This is actually really painful for me trying to get this out here. Oh my god. Just look at that. That is insane. Okay, day. Got the fake plants out after quite a bit of a struggle. And unfortunately, there's a ton of dead insects down at the bottom of this enclosure. Did I hot glue this in?
I'm gonna try and get this webbing thing
Okay.
to show them. Look at how thick this is. Ooh, too close. Focus. And that's super dirty.
Maybe not. I don't know. It might just be the webbing that's holding it in place. I think that is the case. Oh no, it is hot glued right here. I don't want to hurt the spider, of course. Trying to think what the best way to do this would be. I gotta get this cork tube out. Well, it's not really a cork tube. Hey, this cork is definitely. The ideal when it comes to rehousing is hoping that the spider stays on the cork bark and just take it out with the cork bark, but in this case, I can't seem to do that. That glue is just like really thick. That's odd, because normally in my experience, hot glue just does not really stick very well. I think it might be a combination of the glue and the spider's webbing. But this glue right here is there. Finally got it. Oh, the spider did actually back out a bit. Let me see if maybe how is the spider going to react to the brush. It just dove back down, and of course, typical spider behavior. I might actually want to keep this cork bark and put it in here somewhere.
So that she feels at home.
Probably over here on this side. Yeah.
So there's that one yellow leaf tip of my finger. Focus.
Young leaf? You mean the one that's dying?
I said yellow.
Oh, I thought you said young. Alright, now, here's the other problem, is getting the spider to come up and out. Actually, if I could just get this webbing off, I might be able to just pull her out with the webbing.
I'm gonna show you guys a good look at this. So there's the back. It has this 5 steps terrarium thing showing you all the steps. Then of course here's the mesh. It feels, I don't know how to describe it, kind of like strong, I don't know. So here's a good look at down here. Get out of the way. So these fake plants are suction cupped.
Okay, she is out of the webbing, but that's okay.
Oh, there.
Beautiful, beautiful Pinktoe Tarantula.
Please focus. Thank you, camera.
Okay, I'm going to try to gently
Give you a side
now.
angle.
She is actually coming sort of up and out on her own. If she'll just go up and out all the way, that would be nice. Come on, girl. Another safe strategy to use would be just to simply, okay, she's being stubborn, would just be to let her come out on her own. You could also just put the enclosure into the old enclosure into the new one. She's going up sideways. She is being really calm though.
I think her enclosure's a bit too big to fit into this new one.
You think so?
You could angle it up like standing. Whoa!
Relax, relax. Gentle, gentle, gentle.
You could angle
There
it
you go.
upwards, but
That's how you do a rehousing. Safe and simple and easy.
let's take
Now-
this out. So look at how
Show off
strong that
how thick
is.
this webbing is.
So I'm gonna try and pull it. Of course, it's hard to do one-handed.
I was gonna also show this off.
Yeah, that.
Look, even using my hands, it's just very, very thick. It's almost like, how do I describe it? It's almost like a mat at this point. Like, almost like paper, sorta. Actually, it's way harder to rip than paper. This is very, very thick webbing.
Definitely way stronger than paper.
And tomorrow, I'm gonna get a lock for this case, because down here, I'm trying to point it out. Down here, there's a spot I can put a lock on, just in case any little kitties try to open it.
ASMR.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, that was a simple rehousing for a very simple yet beautiful spider. I don't even see where she went. She went into the back and disappeared. I don't know. Maybe she went behind that other cord tube. Let me come around and see.
I'm sticking the camera.
I can't even see. But I'm hoping that she's just back there. Oh, wait, I think she is. It's just too dark to see. Here, hold this for a minute. And let me just pick up this enclosure and put it back where it's supposed to go.
So this was her old one. As you can see, it's very webbed up on the sides and stuff. And there's her old water dish. The yellow, or I mean orange cap. I said yellow.
And I still don't quite see her. But she is in there for sure. Okay, got this top and see. Could spot her. Still not spotting her. I might need a flashlight. Oh, she's right there at the very tip top.
Whoa.
Why did you jump?
Because you're so up high.
Yep, that's what they typically tend to do. They typically tend to
Stand away
stay
from
up at the very tops of trees. They live up in treetops
You
of
can
very, very tall trees. And
You
they
can
just,
see why they're called pink toes too.
yeah, and they just make like a sort of tunnel-shaped webbing in the leaves and the branches and stuff. And that's just how they live, and they just catch bugs up there, and that's it. So, Avicularia, the Guyana Pinktoe Tarantula, rehouse complete. Alright.